What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review today. Doing another VOD review from Playtest. This is actually a VOD of not one of my own games. This is a VOD from DiscoTFT, the owner of TFT Clips. He was in some of my lobbies earlier, and Cho'Gath doesn't farm on neutrals, right? Low-key, is it a Cho'Gath game? I have no context for this game. All he said was, I want you to VOD review this game, and I, as his good friend, under no circumstances was I gonna, say no to this. So I just, out of the goodness of my heart, decided to VOD review this game. So that's where we're at. We start off with this Orin here, got a nice Nova opener. By the way, did anybody know that this Disco guy didn't even know how Nova worked until I told him how, that it actually buffs up your entire team here? So right now, our entire team is getting attack speed and Armor and MR Shred after 6 seconds, which is pretty cool, honestly. First Augment here. Oh, is it well, our items, does he go for it just for fun? Oh my god. Okay, so this is Heat Death Mordekaiser. Okay, I am down to watch this. Is he gonna hover the ability? The way that it works is, so your Mord, his ability now becomes this growing aura that deals damage over time. The more he casts and the longer it goes, the bigger the aura gets and the more damage it does. I will say our items don't look amazing for it, but I will make it work, and we can obviously fit Vanguard and Darkstar in on this board for now. What is BIS? Okay, he's gonna, yeah, can we hover ability here actually for a sec? No, he hovered it for like half a second. I'll try to pause when he does it, but it's basically, you'll see during the fight where he is slowly creating this this larger and larger area of effect. The longer he survives, the better. Yeah, and he's trying to figure out actually what board to play here. Just throwing in a bunch of Vanguard. I mean, yeah, make him last forever is what you want on this board. Channeler. I guess you can roll Zoe Mordekaiser would be the idea. Zoe Mordekaiser, then fit Leona in for Arbiter as well. Would be like the obvious connection that you have there. So we can do that. And then he wants to play some more Dark Stars, maybe, just for stats. Karma. Is there some kind of Karma connection? I don't think so. But I guess we'll figure it out. He's going to play something like this for now. But yeah, you can see he has this little bit of AoE, and then slowly it's just and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And as he casts, it does more damage. I got kind of cleared by this on playtest. I will be real. I played against this, and the Mordekaiser, just a Mordekaiser 2 was just like completely unkillable. Dude, he's really going down the line thinking about how to play around this. I mean, he's locked in. I can see why this Disco guy was doing well in his playtest games. He's actually just like locked into. Yeah, this guy's been in the whole time in the team planner. I mean, to be fair, he probably doesn't know what these. I obviously instantly knew what all these units did. I don't think, is there a replicator that you can fit on this board? Shepherd. I mean, you actually can fit Shepherd pretty easily. Yeah, Lowy, Sona. That's definitely something you can fit later down the line. And 3 Shepherds definitely not bad to play at all. So I think after a while, we have figured out what the board. Okay, I don't think he meant to take that, but he was clicking on Team Planner so hard that he accidentally took random component. I mean, it's probably good for the rod. Yeah, that's pretty good. No Mordekaiser, sadly. We can take Lulu for whatever, I guess. Replicator. I mean, it doesn't really do that much. I mean, the rod's not even bad. So what is BIS on this this Mordekaiser here? He's like a scaling damage over time, AoE frontline, like AP fighter. Like some kind of healing on him has to be good. I gave them feedback. I accidentally clicked my god so many times. I gotta be real, Disco, I never accidentally clicked my god. I think that might be a skill issue. I'm gonna be real. I played a lot of games and I never accidentally did that. I think you just need to not be clicking in a crazy way. Yeah, JG makes sense. Like a JG Hodge type setup, just so that this can spell crit. JG Hodge plus something that like allows him to survive. I mean, you almost want like he gives himself a self shield. Like, I don't know. We'll see actually. Like, you don't even want like Archangels, right? Like Archangels like would make sense because he's like scaling, but like he already scales so hard. Like if you make it to late, like you want something that makes him last, not something that like scales with him lasting is how I'm thinking about it at least. But we'll see what Disco does here. I don't think, I mean, you can go for the JG Nash, but like, is it even that good? I think that's what Disco's thinking about here is like, I could go JG Nash, but like, I mean, he's a fighter. Like, am I really generating that much mana from JG Nash here. I don't think it's that good, but we'll see what we go for here. But we can see it's so cool, and especially like as you get later in the fight, like it's starting to reach backline, right? He actually just starts like deleting backliners if he can survive long enough. Also, we have him on the edge. I mean, I was thinking about putting him just in the middle, you know, just to keep him there so he can AoE as many as possible. We'll see if we want to swap our positioning around at any point. But for now, pretty good Vanguard setup. Do want to definitely find that Zoe and see what we can find for our Arbiter upgrade here. Get some belts, so could be a Warmogs. So we will see. Oh, and we do finally find the Zoe, so that's good. And then we can check Arbiter here. When an enemy dies, for each Arbiter star level, when an enemy dies, gain free rerolls. I mean, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, the thing about a lot of Arbiters, and we reforged to try to look for some healing here. We get the BT, up to make Morello here. I mean, yeah, Morello actually should be decent. Definitely doesn't want to stay there forever, but it can be decent for now, and then it can move to Zoe later. Yeah, I'm down for this. He said he scouted and he could wrap 2 out of 3. Yeah, likely story. I don't believe it for a second. I mean, Twin Guardians on Vanguard should be good, but I don't think you can really afford to take something like this. Yeah, I mean, lineup sounds pretty solid. Wow, he's rolling for Electro Charge, and then he gets rolling for days. Okay, good enough. He hovered this for a second, then actually rolled it first. I mean, like, the thing is you're going to have a bunch of frontliners if you play a bunch of Vanguards, right? I mean, I think rolling for days is certainly the best one that we can take here. Oh, Group Hug? Low key, is it Group Hug? Group Hug, Vanguard, bunch of shields. Put Mordekaiser in the middle, have him scale up. Low key, and like high key instead, actually. It was Group Hug, GG's. But rolling for days, I mean, obviously is really good as well. Can give us access to Mord too. This guy also clicks to roll for some reason. I don't know what to say, but you know, he's a beast, so it's all right. And we do hit our Mord too. And wow, Leblanc paired actually, so we are not far from just randomly having this Leblanc too. And we also have really good odds now of getting those extra rerolls off of our Arbiter. And yeah, we do actually farm a free reroll here, so very, very nice. 2 people had Mord too already, so I needed rolls. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So if he's super contested in this lobby, just to take the econ so we can hit the Mord too and guarantee it, because if not, maybe we're afraid of never hitting it. Is something you have to be careful of now that hero augments are kind of back in a big way. I had some games that I played on playtest where I accidentally took a hero aug that ended up in a contested comp. And it did not feel very good. So you got to be very careful this set, certainly, about being contested in hero augs, especially because there are some lines where it's like there's multiple hero augs. I had the one where I had Pike and Gragas are 2 different hero augs for essentially one line. Starlight Hex, against mana gen. He opts to just take Cloak here, and then just going to take a random Lulu here. All right. I mean, decent enough. It would be nice to get this Mord on a Hex, right? I mean, the Starlight Hex mana gen is like whatever. I don't think it's like amazing, but it's at least something. But we are just going to continue to stay on this board. We do find a lot of Zoes. I mean, I do think this should be the line, right? Zoe, Mordekaiser, reroll. They're both, 2 costs that share traits. And then Leona just pairs with them super nicely. And then from there, you can kind of fit in extra units as it makes sense. Shepherd, a good trait there. Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff you can theoretically fit on this board, but I think that kind of core of 3 units, the Zoe, the Mord, and the Leona, will always be played on this this reroll comp. So makes a lot of sense. And the Mord looking quite good here. We're 64 HP, so relatively stable. Get another Zoe. We don't have items for her for now, but I mean, I do think that Morello is probably going to move down later, so that's pretty good. Pick up the Alawi here, which we will just now play for 4 Vanguard. We're on a little bit of a streak. I mean, yeah, it's a bit greedy to play a full-on 3 Arbiter here, so we will just hold on to the Leblanc probably for later, but yeah, just play this for now. And I think our board should be tanky enough. I don't think a random Rek'Sai is going to kill off our Mordekaiser, so we can be pretty happy with that. I was using the button to roll because I'm on 300 ping. My muscle memory of D instantly was messing me up. All right. I guess you are. I guess you're just a beast, honestly. Maybe that's. This is actually kind of low-key fun to do a VOD review, a live VOD review with the person I'm VOD reviewing in Twitch chat so that they can give me insight into the VOD. Wait, this honestly. Okay, let me know in the YouTube comments down below if you guys like this this format. I mean, it also gives me like more content on stream, so it's honestly a win-win-win. But yeah, also he I guess he talking about the 300 ping thing, tried to click the Leona, and then it didn't, he couldn't get it, and so he had to get another one. We should also, yes, keep in mind that he is, you can see in the top right, on 300 ping. So honestly, shout out to Disco for being good enough to play reroll on 300 ping. Look at this Mord, by the way, at this point. Just absolutely deleting the entire board. He's just, oh, this hero augment is so fun to play around. He actually, wow, gets another Zoe here. I mean, must be heroic grab bag here, just because we're so close to hitting. And also, once again, Mord is pretty contested in this lobby, so having some extra ones off of this is really nice. One off, so we are going to send it down pretty deep here, and it takes a while, but we do get it there. I mean, for a guy who has an insane ping, the APM is looking pretty good, honestly. And he will also move the Guinsoo Void over to the LeBlanc. This makes a lot of sense as well, kind of like standard in comps like this, to move stuff over to 2-star 4 costs, especially, you know, like you can argue Zoe versus LeBlanc, but especially with this setup, LeBlanc is definitely an AP attack speed carry. The only upside to Zoe being itemized here is she's probably going to hit some more units, right? I think LeBlanc's clones all target the same target, whereas Zoe is going to bounce around and void staff a lot of units. So that's the only kind of upside here to moving items over there. So maybe something that Disco's thinking about here, but it does make sense just Guinsoo-wise. Like, this LeBlanc is going to do more damage. And let me check her clones. I think they do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they all just auto the same target. So you're not, like, spreading out the void that much. But you're hitting whoever LeBlanc's target is, which is usually going to be a big tank, which is usually, you know, going to get a lot of value here. Disco going to do the nice little anvil cheese thing here, where we pop this open before carousel so we can choose what we want here. I mean, I would really like a Hex, but I think it looks like he is actually looking at random component here. I mean, neither of these look amazing here. Oh, God! I think I mean, I don't know that was intentional, but I think we do run out of time picking our first item, and then we do have to just take the other random item, hopefully to get another maybe damage item for this LeBlanc. I mean, the tier doesn't really. I'm struggling to think about what we would really want on LeBlanc that has a tier component in it. Opts to reforge, and he gets Bramble. Okay, our tank items are starting to look quite good here. We're pretty. The only thing we have to figure out in this spot is who our real tank is going to be. And he does move items back over to Zoe, saying, you know what, having the Paddle Star, you know, hit multiple units is actually more important than the LeBlanc having a better usage of the Guinsoos. And he also says that was not intentional. Okay, good. You know, I always want to give people the benefit of the doubt that they were accidentally, or not accidentally picking items, but yeah. And then he moves the items back over because he realizes, oh, actually, our LeBlanc was doing way more damage than our Zoe. I mean, LeBlanc will probably do more damage than Zoe with this build. The question is, do you need Void Staff on backline? And the answer is like, maybe not. Like, low-key, I could see it being a LeBlanc here. The only other thing is LeBlanc has no, like, real traits in. You know, like, Shepherd is, like, basically a team-wide buff. And the Arbiter doesn't really, like, impact her damage at all. It's just giving us free rerolls. Whereas Zoe does have Channeler, at least, so that's, like, a little bit of extra damage trait-wise there. But you can see, kind of clearing people. I don't know about this. Kale's Blessing is a Radiant item. I will say, I do feel like this is one of the most risky blessings in the game, where you just get a completely random Radiant item. I do really like what we did with our itemization here. We moved Titans up to Mord because we really needed to move that Morello down here. So now we have that onto Zoe, and so she can just spread this stuff out, and the Guinsoo can go over to the LeBlanc. It is a little bit sad that we only have a 2-item Alawi here with the Radiant item, but it is a little weird in this spot. It's so hard, right? Because, like, the variance between getting Radiant Bramble here and Radiant, you know, JG or Radiant Morello is so big. I was wondering, I don't think you can, like, remove your items and tailor the Kale Radiant item. I think it just looks at all of your items and gives you a random Radiant, but something that I do need to try at some point. But I think it does just straight up pick a Radiant item at random from all of your items, which... yeah, I mean, maybe Bramble Alawi will be pretty good. Maybe she'll make our team live for a really long time. Down the line, we could eventually find like a Nunu or something to play around as a solid frontliner. So hopefully we make it there. Frontline gets blown up a bit, but look at this Mord, man. He's just clearing people. Yeah, he's just way too tanky. The Titan's giving him CC immunity, BT. I mean, yeah, the build looks nice. And hey, speak of the Devil, there's the Nunu there. Not gonna be a better item holder yet. I also like this second row of the Bia here. I've talked about this definitely on stream, maybe in another VOD review, but Bia, the way it works is that on cast gives your entire team 20 AP. You really want to make sure that this guy lives to that first cast so that you get that 20 AP. Ideally lives to multiple casts, but it's usually, I would say, too much to ask here for it to live to multiple casts. Also, we get cleared by Isaiah, who has a Radiant IE, and we're just sitting here. I mean, it's chill. We take Gargoyle here, yep, just to get a last item for Alawi here. Pretty solid, and I mean, pretty happy with the board in general. And we're looking at this point, I'm pushing 9. Oh my god, look at this Cho'Gath. How much health did that guy have farmed? 2580? Archangel's Cho'Gath? I mean, the only thing that skills with AP is his damage. He's just scaling up his damage with Archangels and then BT healing up. This is like a hilarious setup, honestly. Also 6 Dark Stars, so he gets the 2 little the little placeable Dark Stars, which is very, very cool as well. This guy has Bard, so I mean, their board looks fine, but not a lot of upgrades, though they are actually our tanks on the wrong side here, so they aggro into our Cho pretty quickly. Wow. Oh, the other thing this guy has is a Giga Graves here that we can barely beat. Yeah, that Graves looked crazy from them. Looks like it was also very, very scaled up. So a nice fight to pick up for us, because that looked, yeah, that was very, very close. We can also eventually get off of this Leona, right? There's no need to you know, to have Arbiter on our board at this point. It's a little bit of econ, so probably our ideal board is eventually cut this Leona and play the Blitzcrank on this board, though we need more frontline is the big thing. We need to just buy time for our Mordekaiser to scale up. We do not have enough time versus this guy's board, so we do take a loss. 5th place guy hits Teemo 3 here, interesting enough. I did not play around Teemo 3 at all on playtest. He looked very, very fun, but I did not have a chance to really play around him a lot. But I hope maybe he seems like a fun like AP attack speed. There's actually a lot of AP attack speed this set. You have Leblanc, you have Teemo, like there's a lot of it out there. I imagine Deathcap he's gonna just take the double Guinsoo. I wonder if double Guinsoo is better than Guinsoo Deathcap. I don't actually know what her full-on AP scaling is, but I mean, attack speed obviously never bad on like an AP attack speed Sal carry like this. Another fight where our Mord's in like a slightly scary spot, or our tank's on the other side, but I think he should be fine. This board just doesn't have the burst damage, and we are looking at level 9 in a couple of rounds here. Intervals are now, you know, 6-1, 6-3, instead of, you know, 6-2, 6-5, that kind of stuff. So yeah, Disco's looking to level here, and he is actually gonna level. It's a little bit off interval, but I mean, the big upside is that you get to you know, level now instead of having to wait later. And this is big, right? We get the Shen. We can put this Shen sword. Oh, actually, he's going to opt to play Vex on this board over the Shen. Interesting. I thought for sure it would be the Shen sword just because the extra HP is really good onto all these guys, but he wants to play the Vex for the Doomer effect, where you steal a little bit of AD and AP from the enemy team as you deal damage to them. Okay, maybe he's maybe Disco's a Doomer believer. This guy's sometimes a Doomer, and okay, never mind. Fit this Sona in on the board. I mean, this is really nice. Man, now that I think about it, there's so many of these units that kind of like augment your units that are already really strong, right? You can fit Sona in. You can fit Sona in on this board, get a mod onto the Mord. You can just fit so much good stuff here. I wanted to drop Vex carry, drop into Vex carry instead of LeBlanc. Ah, I see. That was like your max cap idea. I mean, we're a little far, but I mean, we might actually hit Vex too. And yeah, he's actually really considering taking the gold here just to have the ability to hit some of these 2-star 5 costs. Finds Blitz too, and he is actually, yep, going to sell out completely of this so that we can move there. Yeah, this actually looks really nicely capped, just because, yeah, I mean, we don't really need the LeBlanc that badly now that we have the Sona for Shepherd, so we can fit this onto our board here. All right, looks really nice, and Vex uses the double Gwyn suits really well. Rotating to the Graves guy again, and they also have Vex too, so it looks pretty scary. But Mord, oh my god. And honestly, wow, Zoe dealt most damage that fight. Is Zoe a beast? She actually kind of cleared. I'm surprised that she dealt most damage there. I would have thought for sure that somebody like the Mord or even the Vex is doing that much damage. But all right, good fight win there. Going to get us into a good spot here. He is actually going to move tank items over to Blitz. This guy was making fun of me for putting tank items onto a Blitz. I mean, he still heals up. He does have some tankiness to him, but he's not a tank. I think this was a mistake. And also, we don't, okay, we're gonna get one more remover back from Dragon here. So I think it's gonna be okay. But he's not even a tank unit. He's a fighter. So people are, have no preference on aggroing him versus aggroing onto Mordekaiser, which you know, you like that fact that people aggro onto tanks instead of Mord here. So little scary, but we're going to roll down here, see if we can find some upgrades. Nunu 2 would be big to actually have some real frontline. He's thinking a Bard actually on this board. It's just another Channeler. Yeah, interesting. And is going to, yeah, I mean, change his mind again. I mean, yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. We're going to roll down here. Still has tank items there, but can at least get a last item for the Vex here. Hopefully this is enough. We'll see if we are any... Oh my god! The Mordekaiser... How did he do that? Was there an aggro drop on frontline? He just went absolute genius. Yeah, the enemy... Well, the enemy blitz doesn't... Oh my god, and I don't know why my thingy's lagging so hard now, but... Okay, here, give me 1 sec. Okay, we're back. I just wanted to see this fight again, because I don't know how the Mordekaiser ends up walking backline here. Like, what happens there? It is the blitz, right? It's the blitz effect, dropping aggro, and then he just walks straight to backline, and then just ends up killing all these backliners here. That is crazy. Okay, and the VOD is fixed now. The first augment is the Mordekaiser hero augment. That's what we are playing here. Which is actually clearing here. Oh, wait, why did we play 2 Dark Ladies on this board? I don't know. I mean, I don't think you get double the dark. I mean, she's a broken unit. Loki, I could see it just playing 2 here. All right, let's see if we can end up beating this last board here. The Mordekaiser is very tanky. This board has a lot of damage out of Xayah. It's looking pretty good. All right, a fight win here. Man, this game is so long. 7-3. He gets Jhin in here, who's fantastic. 3 Darkstar, you know, kind of whatever. But the big upside here is we get just the Jhin effect. From his passive. What is this called? Super Massive, probably, is what Jin's is called. Which is like his is like a Fiddlesticks style effect. But even better, you still like percent, or you get rid of percent Armor. Yeah, honestly, I was gonna say it looks like he was really strong, but actually this sport is, oh my god, this fight is so close here. Still, I mean, honestly, you kind of still need more gold, right? You really still have like Vex 2 to find, Morgana 2 big as well. So we are going to roll down here, see if we can find anything here. Have Sona's command mod. That's when the unit dies, they stun, I think. Continue to roll here. Not hitting anything. Oh, man. All right. We're going to throw this probably... You want to just put it on the same side. Yeah, we're going to throw it... Oh, he wants to throw it on... No! Oh, my God. He doesn't actually get it down in combat because he tried to throw it on B and buy, but I don't think you can put it on B and buy. But we still win. All right. Absolute masterclass. Absolute masterclass from DiscoTFT. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitch and Metafy. All my links down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. 7-5, by the way. Wow.